Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have everyone fighting with each other and what else is kind of new when it comes to the internet. And this is all in regards now to the Sony, Call of Duty, Xbox, drama, exclusivities, deals, Jim Ryan's fighting back and forth. And with the internet now usually typically like you have the breaking news stories and you have all the other information coming out. And then typically around like a good solid 12, 24 hours later, that's when the real fun begins. And now we have been seeing people going back and forth. We're seeing Xbox fanboys saying this. We got PlayStation fanboys saying this. And the entire gaming scene as a whole has kind of been all over the place. It was really kind of fun conversations for someone who enjoys drama. If any of you guys are Twitch folks as well, it's kind of like the XQC versus girlfriend drama that was going on last night, which I almost want to make a video on because it was just such a crazy thing. But basically, we've been seeing folks everywhere. Like, we're seeing people, we're seeing Twitter arguments, we're seeing people back and forth, we're seeing Reddit downvotes everywhere, and Sony's been trending all throughout today, and this kind of is all related towards it. So I'm just going to give you guys some of the takes, give you guys some of the drama, and kind of just do like the highlight drama show I guess we are at this point. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below, Twitter and Twitch streams down below, and Target links as well, and Amazon links too for all the signups. And let's dive into the business. So let's actually kind of first of all start off over here from this quote that we showed, I believe, yesterday, and this has kind of been getting like a lot more of the mainstream news now, like in the Kotaku's, IGN's, articles, and everything, and I'm sure this will be kind of like the hot topic of the weekend, where we saw this tweet, we showed this yesterday, saying we want to guarantee PlayStation gamers continue to have the highest quality gaming experience, and we appreciate the CMA's focus on protecting gamers. So Xbox has repeatedly committed to COD staying multi-platform, while Sony keeps on pushing these exclusivity deals. So a good example for this one we kept on talking about yesterday was the fact that this is PlayStation's exclusive content, which is obviously not good, that's available for an entire year with a brand new operator that is only available on PlayStation. I mean, granted, it's for a year, but typically whenever that year's done, people usually move on to a different game as well. Now, the big part too of this too is also, and hitting up here, is on the Hogwarts side. So as we've kind of been seeing stuff, we even saw Tom Warren over here too, who made it some queen. There's been a lot of kind of interesting comments, where now, usually whenever you have these bigger articles, like this is like one of the big Verge boys, saying Sony, kind of saying the same thing, giving Microsoft control of Activision games like Call of Duty would have a major negative implications for gamers and the future of the gaming industry. But then also kind of pointing out the same stuff we talked about yesterday, Call of Duty, PlayStation exclusive content on the Warzone, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, playable in-game character only available on PlayStation, only available on that for Call of Duty, first on PlayStation. Play the beta first on PlayStation. Like, we're seeing all these big things even just for Call of Duty. And that's why a lot of people are like, bro, like PlayStation right now obviously wants to keep like this good marketing plan. They want to pay the extra money. They want to get people on Call of Duty first, because mainly you have these pre-orders to be able to go play it. So obviously that means that people are basically like saying, yeah, we're going to buy it on the console. And if the specs are pretty much the same and you already did the pre-order on PlayStation, and then it's already in your system, it's already there, you already paid for it, you're probably just going to download it on that same day. Versus Xbox, where Xbox is like, hey, just if you wanna, like, we're around, you know, if you guys wanna, I mean, we're here. Hi, what's up? How you doing? Hi. And as we're seeing all this type of stuff, it's kind of just crazy to see. So with this, we've had a lot more folks, as I mentioned, kind of calling folks out. So even Tom Warren making this comment. And here's even him stating, I don't think Sony really cares about COD exclusive content. It's just a marketing deal. Microsoft has moved on to making Game Pass deals that are focused on the value of the sub, which is obviously way cheaper, 10, 15 bucks, depending on the packages. Sony's biggest fear is COD on Xbox, Game Pass day one, and having to compete on value for consumers. And I would agree on that. Now, I think it's just kind of funny to call it the hypocrisy, because that's what everyone on Twitter has been doing, that's what everyone's been doing in general. But in my mind, I agree, it's a really hard sell to push a $60 or $70 game, more so $70, because, you know, it's PlayStation nowadays, versus having a $10 subscription, or like I said, maybe a premium or package 2 as well, like an Activision package, slightly more. And yeah, that's a big deal, because you really can't. And that's kind of what we keep on saying throughout this past week, where it ties into monopoly laws, or the monopoly laws are how you just can't, even as a big business like Sony that's worth like $100 billion, you can't compete with Xbox and Microsoft worth $2.5 trillion. like 20 times the market cap of PlayStation, and money to spare because it's profitable. So that's just a big issue, and this like just keeps on stemming more and more because people keep on now, I guess, kind of just calling out Sony because they are being somewhat entitled. Now, we don't necessarily know the contracts that keep on saying that. It could actually be in favor of like PlayStation. Like maybe if like we had all the information, maybe people would be like, oh, PlayStation, cool. Like I get it. But we don't have all the information, the courts or public deals or what they've been talking about, what their emails say or whatever. But it does go to show that there's been so many big, like, kind of hypocritical things that PlayStation just wants to have Call of Duty, but it also kind of seems like they want to have this marketing plan too, they want to have early access to, they don't want it on Game Pass, like all these things that, in theory, if your PlayStation would be great if it was somehow approved, but at the same time, they're also not spending $70 billion. Like, a good example is that I think Sony's market cap's like $115 billion right now. I could be wrong, I have to double check. Well, Activision, they literally bought it for $70 billion for, like, retrospect here. So, like, Microsoft almost spent as much money as they did as PlayStation is worth. So they do also have other things, too, that people have been calling out, which is the most recent Harry Potter game. So Hogwarts Legacy, where they also will be having the exclusive quest. And so people are also like, bro, like this, if Call of Duty and Xbox are actually legit and they give PlayStation Call of Duty forever, they should be thankful. Like, that's a really good position. While we're having places like Hogwarts Legacy having these exclusive quests. Look, the Haunted Hogsmeade Shop is a PlayStation exclusive quest that will be included in additional dungeon, shopkeeper's cosmetic set, and an in-game Hogsmeade shop. So basically, like, there is literally brand new unique content that Xbox will not be able to access. And this game also is supposed to be, I think, coming out on Xbox 2, PC, etc. too. So, like, this is like it's literally taking away from gamers. And also think for, like, the PlayStation, Xbox betas for Call of Duty. It's technically giving, like, basically making so other people are not equal at the same time. Like, if they wanted an equal thing, they should have just done a pre-order beta for everyone on maybe like a 3-4 day period, one weekend, and then next weekend open beta for everyone, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. And then I think most people will be okay with that. If they prefer PlayStation, they get it on PlayStation. If they prefer Xbox, or even they're going to get it on a Game Pass, then they go from there. And then maybe if they have Game Pass or subscribers have a chance to get early access. Like, there's a lot of equal things that are not necessarily too unfair on any party. And I would kind of wish they'd be pushing those deals instead, but everyone's just upset. Like, a lot of people are like, when PlayStation demands equal terms forever, they mean we want to have exclusivity and time content away from Xbox, and the equal amounts we usually have to as well. We have people saying, like, hey, I just already knew this because it's been so awful. Some people say it's just a marketing deal. The game is on Xbox, and Xbox used to have all these marketing deals back in the 360 and early Xbox One days. So you're saying it's okay for Xbox to do this, but not PlayStation, and PlayStation does it too as well, on top of that. So, like, there's been so many back and forths too as well. Like, especially a lot of folks went up the Xbox 360 dates too as well. And this is also a big thing too, where, like, they're pushing, like, hey, it's maybe like a 30-day content exclusivity. Not entire game modes, or not entire quests, or not entire things like like for the Hogwarts PlayStation mode, where it's big different. So, and this is a big thing too, is that some folks are saying, like, yeah, for skins, maybe like a big difference, or maps, big difference, versus like the entire future of Call of Duty franchise from people too as well. And then that goes and leads into other folks that are like, well, what about like Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, we have these God of Wars, how come they're not showing up on PlayStation? But then on the same reverse side, you have some of those other games too that aren't really too prevalent, like Xbox games that are on PlayStation. Or then also a lot of folks are pulling out the Starfield too as well, and like Bethesda games. But at the same time, they still honored contracts from before, which, I mean, I think you legally have to. But, like, we're just seeing so much back and forth. Like, there's so much gaming drama between everyone, where we have everyone calling out Sony for hypocrisy and trying to get ahead. But in a business, you're kind of supposed to be doing that. While Xbox is trying to be like, we're just trying to get Game Pass. But we still don't know the specifics on if they're generally like, hey, for the next 50 years, you get Call of Duty, versus, hey, we'll give you 3 years and then you figure it out afterwards. Like, there's just so much drama all on top of this, dude. Like, everyone else is everywhere. Like, people are saying, like, exclusive content and time content isn't even really close to, you will never play this game again without an Xbox. And like I said, the people keep on calling out these other various exclusives. So there is just so much big back and forth fighting, and I kind of want to hear your thoughts. This is like, it's kind of big because it is a $7 billion purchase from Xbox where they deserve their exclusivity, but then there's also PlayStation who has monopoly laws and basically even the government saying, yeah, that's kind of a big deal. So it is basically a cluster. of all things. So give me your thoughts and comments down below, and as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below, Target links down below, and the Twitter and Twitch stream as well down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place.